Okay, we're going to finish this off. This is actually not my normal time for doing this, but we've got to get this done. Have I got everything lined up? Who knows? It's about correct. Anyway, we had made the body part, and now we've just got to do bag number 5 and bag number 6. So let's just do bag number 5. I was going to spice things up and do bag number 6 first. Which I think, I don't know, I can't make a joke about that. Would be fun. But anyway, let's do this. It's relatively early morning now, so I went to sleep last night all tired, and then I got up early again. I think my body has decided that from now on I'm getting up super early in the morning, and that's just the way it's going to happen. So we can move these things out of the way. We need to find this bit. And that goes there. So what are we actually doing here? Have I ever had a 3-length one of those? I don't think I have. So we're going to make a thing. And the thing is going to look like this. And then that one goes there. And then that one... Gosh. At the moment I'm trying to decide whether or not I should go on a kayaking trip to a volcano that sits in the harbour of Auckland, and I'm like, well, I could. It could be quite fun, but I don't actually like the water very much because I can't swim. This is coming up often. A friend just offered to help me learn to swim. It's like I did actually do lessons. It's very unusual for someone who grew up in New Zealand to not know how to swim, because like my school had a swimming pool, my primary school, but just a series of unfortunate events happened when I was young, and it put me in a position of being behind everybody else, and then I didn't want to I avoided at all costs going into the pool, and so thus did not learn to swim, but did try it as an adult, and then sort of lost interest because I don't like the water that much. I don't enjoy being in the water, I have to say. I know some people do, I just don't. But it's one of those things because I always wanted to do a triathlon, and you can't do a triathlon if you can't swim. So it's like, well, just have to suffer through the thing you don't like. And of course, the more you get into it, the more you might enjoy it. But it's one of those things where you're like, some people will love it, and you're like, well, I just have to take your word for it. But it doesn't excite me as much as I think it excites other people. Okay, and so what is this thing? Is this just one of the wings? Are we just making a wing? Because I have enough pieces to make another one. All right, so this is fine. I don't know if you can see everything that's on here. We're trying to rush through this because I don't actually know that the camera has enough charge, because I haven't charged it since the last time I made a video, and I think the batteries are still good, but it's probably best to assume that they might not last forever. So we've made one, and that goes there, and that goes there. I feel like I should make some more of those just for the next thing. And then we're going to make some short ones. I have to say this bag feels pretty full on. There's a lot of fiddly things, I think, which is what's tricking me. I think I just used the wrong piece. Oh, crap. Where's that fake brick separator thing? Fingernails. Oh, I can't do it. I don't have the fingernails for this. And I feel like... Oh, my gosh. I can't do it. I can't undo this. Uh-oh. Oh, we did it. Here we go. Just enough. Oh, I've still got to get that bit off. Just enough fingernail to pull that little trick off. And that one goes there. I may have to make 2 of these. I feel like I should just make 4 of these, because you can see where this is going to go. So that one goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. I hope I'm not being a bit too presumptuous by assuming that that is exactly what happens next. But I don't think I am. So what I'm saying is I feel like I'm going to have to repeat what I've just done for the other wing. and that it's going to be the remainder of the thing. So I have to hold it like that, and then this thing goes that way, and it looks like that. Nicely done. Now we have to do the same thing but opposite, and it's opposite day, my favorite day of the week. And that one goes there, there. I'm like pretty proficient at this now. So that one goes like that. Put a little thing on the top. Put some random little thingy whatsits. I have to hold this just so I get the pattern exactly correct. Because if I don't, people will be up in the comments, which they won't be. We can pretend people watch this channel, and they'll be up in the, oh, I've done it the wrong way around because I wasn't paying attention. You know what I think? I think that's close enough. And we have to make, we didn't make these, so we have to go like there, and there, and do it again, and like that, and then we have to hold it like this, and you've got 1, 2, what was that thing for? What are these things for? Oh, they go on the bottom of here. Alright, we have to put one of these on. I don't need these pieces. And we need to put that there, and we need to put that there, and we can put those pieces off to the side because they're only getting in the way. And we've now got that. So the last bag is going to be, one can only assume, a head. So if you wanted to know how to get a head in the world, this is how you do it. That's a Monkey Island joke. So, let's go super fast, super fast. So I think I should go kayaking, even though I don't know how to kayak. I haven't done it since I was a teenager. I wouldn't know what to do if I fell over into the water. I could probably still remember how to get out. And they're going to have instructions. It's not like you have to, you know, be a pro. And I think it's a double kayak, so there's somebody in with you who knows the heck what they're doing, or maybe it's just somebody else that you in the group who also doesn't know what they're doing, but I'm sure they put you in with people that do know what they're doing. That would make more sense, because it's supposed to be an adventure, but not that adventurous. Alright, and here we go. Yeah, but it would be the weekend that I was supposed to be going on another big long car trip. So I'll just have to go the weekend after. But the weekend after there's something else I wanted to do. So it's getting kind of hard to only have one day a week in which I can do basically anything. But we'll get there. So I'm making this now, and I'm finding time for everything. That goes there. This goes like that. It's very weird to have like, I guess it makes sense. And then we're going to chuck. This is quite satisfying. What does that sound? I have the radio going far, far away. It's the BBC World Service. Knowing that, you might be able to run some software to analyze the very quiet sounds in the background, work out the exact date and time that broadcast occurred, and then work out my exact location. And who knows, probably, with the power of science, TV science. Now, we are going to the best kind of science. If I am not mistaken, and I most certainly am. So that goes there, and that one. I'm going so fast, I can't believe it. My fingers, they're a blur. And where? Because today I've got a long day, because I'm going to go to a Toastmasters thing. I'm planning on going to a Toastmasters thing at the end of the day, after an already long day. So that might be fun. So we've done that, and then we've got to add. Okay, we just put that. There's no piece in there. I feel like they should put a piece in that one, but they're not going to because you can't see it. And then we have to put. Oh my gosh, we have to put those on the sides. Oh, I'm getting quite nervous. All right, well, it's going to start coming together real soon because look at where we're up to. We've only got like 15% left to go. And so now I have to hold it like that. Well, I just did that side. Oh, that was 2 steps in one. So that one goes there, and that one goes. Oh, gosh. Now you do actually put something in the bottom. So that one goes there, and lots of little teeth thing that could be quite handy for it. Except I think I bought like hundreds of those from a pick-a-brick box. So not so handy. Anyway. That goes like that, and then we're going to put, oh my gosh, that one goes there, that one goes there. Oh my god, this is a very elaborate head. Not even very good at pressing pieces together. Oh my gosh, I've done it wrong. Today I sent a rather, perhaps too abrupt email to my boss to clarify a situation with a co-worker. And how I perhaps feel they aren't quite the person for the job that they're doing, which is a weird thing. And I feel like I wasn't polite enough about them. I was kind of a bit blunt, and it's like, well, maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but I think I'm probably not, because I feel like they're going to get a complaint from somebody, and I feel like I should be the one to back them up and say, actually, no, they were fine, but I'm actually going to agree with the complainant and say that some things are not quite right. So awkward situation all around. So there we go, we've done this. This is not looking like an owl head yet, but we've got to shove the eyes in, and we're almost there. We're almost at the eye point. So that one goes there, and then we're going to make the beak. I always like making beaks. You can't go wrong with a beak. And that's going to go there. Look at that. And I can pretty much guess where these are going to go. And they've got to look pretty goofy. So that one goes there. And then those aren't actual pupils, but I think they look, that's not goofy, but that's not how they're supposed to go. But I think that looks like, I think the whites are supposed to be pointing in the same direction, but stuff it. And we've done it. It's done. So we put their head on, and there's Hedwig. And what did I do with the, and this is going to clip on quite nicely. So like they're double using it. Like they've already got something clipped onto there, and then you're going to have another thing clipping onto there. And so that's that. And how well does it stand up? So there's a good picture of, even without the stickers, I think it looks fine. Looks fine. They don't fall over. How far back can you go? Whoops. Woo! That's actually kind of funny. But you can get it pretty good. So you get that, and you get that. I did not pay much for this, but it was still pretty good. So finally got one slightly larger. Now we just got to get on to the mini other sets I've got there. It's getting crazy. Thanks for watching. I might actually go to the Lego shop very quickly today and buy some more poly bags. And maybe another one of these. Who knows? If they've got any more of the things that are in here left, I might get some more. Thanks for watching. Bye.